Today, in this Super Dave special review, we're going to be taking a look at something special, something unique. That's right, a Marvel Legends combo pack with Strife and his friends. These X-Men villains that come in this combo pack. We're going to check them out in this set. And there is Zero, Random, Strife, Pretty Boy, and Vertigo. And we'll be taking a look at them inside of this cool set right now. Super Dave here with another Super Dave review. This is a Super Dave special review. Super Dave here with another exciting Super Dave special review. And today we are looking at a Marvel Legends combo set. And this is looking awesome. I just thought that all of these figures kind of look very unique and I just wanted to get a hold of them. I may be able to fit them in with my pretend universe, as far as possibly even using some of them in my Motu stuff or Silverhawk stuff, or just my Spacemen and Marvel Legends as well. But just take a look at these cool shots of these figures. I love this special effect that comes with Zero. Love the look of this Strife figure. Got an idea that we're going to try out with Vertigo that I got from Foosh Reviews. And this guy just looks neat in general. That's just cool. Can you imagine? Pretty Boy in a suit, but underneath he's all mechanical. Oh man, just such a neat opportunity to use your imagination with this set, and that's why I got them. So let's go ahead and break them open over here on this kind of space station set and check them out. It's time to take a look at Random. Random is looking really cool here. He's got those shades, which are a separate piece, but they're meant to stay on. They're glued on. He's going to be able to look up with that ball and hinged neck. He's going to be able to look down. He is going to get a little bit of pivot. He's got this cool vest on with some crunching abilities. He's a big fella. He'll be able to crunch forward a really good amount. He's going to be able to bend back a good amount. Just take a look at that cool snake tattoo. Really crisp, looks good. He's got bicep swivel. He's going to be able to get up T-pose there, double jointed elbows. We do have pins on this fella. Hinges horizontally and, of course, swivel. And this side is definitely different because of the arm cannon. He still has double jointed elbows, which really doesn't get the full range because it's going to hit there. This piece is a floating piece, so it's going to move. He's got another tattoo over here on his shoulder. He has some cool details on this vest. He even has some streamers coming out of that do-rag, the top there. This belt is also a floating piece here around his waist. He's going to be able to get out about that far with his legs. He has thigh rotation. He'll kick up about that far. He's got double jointed knees that are tight. And he's going to be able to get full tiptoes and go up, and has excellent rockers with a peg hole in the bottom. So this guy has your average Marvel Legends old body for a big dude. Articulation a little different there because of this thing over here, which every time I look at that I can't help but see a dirt dauber. Looks like a dirt dauber nest there. But one thing cool that I'll show you, if you have some pieces from an old Iron Man, you can stick, depending on which one you have, and I forget which one this comes from. I'm going to use a little putty on this one, but you can stick some fire effects in there and that can look really cool. And then you can also use the one from Rescue, Iron Man's love interest chick, that came with the blue ones, and I've got a little bit of black light going on here, so they're going to glow a little bit, but that looks really cool there. You could use the blue ones or whichever ones will fit. Those actually stick in there. The larger one, I've just used some putty around the base of it to try to give it some stickability there, but you could definitely do it So you could definitely use some different effect pieces to have some things popping out of those things. I'm not sure exactly what they look like when they fired in the comic books, but this guy's cool. The vest and possibly even some of the legs is shared with this dude right here, and possibly the arms too some. Not a whole lot of sharing there, but they did paint the zippers on there this time here, the silver trim, which is really cool. So there is Random. It is time to take a look at Vertigo. And Vertigo comes with the hands you see equipped there, as well as two balled up fisted hands. This is the older female Marvel Legends body, so we did not get double jointed elbows nor bicep swivel, and we have pins in the legs, so it's just that standard butt and body that we've seen in the past. But I do like the arm choice that they use, some muscular arms, so you can see the tricep definition and some bicep and some striations in the shoulder. They really came out good with that arm, I think, and a nice just overall look for her. You can see some of her abs as well, and I like the head sculpt. It is shared, especially the hair, with another Marvel Legends figure, and I'm not sure all of their names, but just too many of them. But I like this overall sculpt and her swirling green against the white. But I did get an idea from the Foosh reviews on this one that I want to share with you if you want a little bit of a more edgy hairstyle. Let me show you what I mean. Alright, so what do you think about that hair on that head sculpt? That's a little edgier of a hairstyle, and I did do a white wash on there just like the Foosh did, and put that balled up fist on there, and you can see that face looks a little edgier with that hairstyle, I think. What do you think? You think that looks good? There's a comparison of them side by side, so you can make up your mind which one you like the best. But I think she looks pretty cool with that hair sculpt. Looks nice because that face is beautiful, and I like this hair on that head. Cool. And you could even glue a little bit more of this like that and narrow it a little bit. You could glue that to the cheek. I think that may have been the way it was on the other one. You know, I did use hot water, boiling water, to soften those head sculpts. Looking cool. Now to take a look at Pretty Boy. And Pretty Boy comes with two sets of hands. One balled up fisted hand, one set of balled up fisted hands that are horizontally hinged, and one set of trigger finger weapon holding hands that are vertically hinged. Both are vertically hinged, which is nice. One is equipped for each of these. He comes with two pistols. One, as you see there, that is got a short handle, and then one that seems to have a long handle, as you can see here, or that may just be the clip kind of hanging down over here on the side. And you notice that they have some special effects. Here I have it plugged in, the little smoke effect to this handgun, and then on this one I have the little firing effect equipped on. You just plug them into the hole on the end. So that is really cool, and then you get two of each. So you see there, you get another one that is a smoke effect, so you could have the smoke effect on both of those firearms and have them both held in his hands, or you could have both firearms with the little fire effect, which is kind of a green color, and the smoke is a blue color. But both will just plug into the end of the little holes in the musket, or the barrel rather, of those guns. So that's all of his accessories. Now let's look at his articulation. Alright, taking a closer look at Pretty Boy and looking at his articulation, I think this face sculpt is one of the best that we've gotten in this particular pack anyway. Just the look of his face overall, the lines, the curves, the dimensions of it, just very realistic. The hair is all over the place, just really looks cool. I don't know, just striking. just striking. Looks almost like an evil Superman head with more hair and disheveled. Even got the spit curl going on over there. But some age going on. See the frowned brow, the dimple. Look at that deep dimple. Got like a real Cary Grant thing going on here as well, and just the details. I like the face sculpt. It's on kind of that lollipop dumbbell joint head instead of the hinged neck, so you really don't get to look up very far. Hits the back of the neck there with that long hair. You see the hair going down the back. He's going to be able to look down all the way. He does get some head pivot and of course side to side, but I love the way this neck just kind of joins in and melds in with the metal, like it's, again, like some kind, I don't know the backstory on this guy. I apologize, I'm not into the comics of this set. Like, you know, somebody more educated than I am on that. But I like the idea of him being all mechanical except for his brain and somehow the flesh of the head and neck. You know, just this cybernetics. Just look at the detail around the midsection, the wiring, the way the marbling is on that circle. It almost looks translucent, but it's not, I don't believe. But it just looks neat. But anyway, you know, you get the typical, and they're ratcheted, they kind of thing, but you get the full 360. You're going to get better than 90 degrees. You do have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which get all the way, and I've mentioned already the vertically hinged weapon holding hands. You see how well they do here. That's really cool. So you have one pegged in with the smoke effect and one pegged in with the firing blaster effect, and that's cool. And you see the clip hanging down on that one. As far as the midsection here, let's take a look at that. You're going to be able to crunch forward a little bit there, and you're going to be able to bend back a little bit, and you're even going to get some really good side-to-side motion, and it also turns at that joint there too, and it's also ratcheted. But then you also get a turn at the waist. You're going to be able to get full splits with those legs. You do have a thigh cut, which is the only, with all of that down here, that's the only cut that you get is the thigh cut. You do not get a boot cut, which is surprising, but you do of course get double jointed knees, which get good range. And this guy is going to be able to, I don't know, just see how I can get his leg to go up there. Yeah, it'll kick up better than 90 degrees there. It'll go back more than normal too. So great leg articulation. Just check the way they look really cool. I like this. Those of you who know, watch my channel when I do space type scenes. I love these metal looking bodies. You know, I just think that they're cool, and you can go all the way with that foot, all the way up with that foot, and generous rockers with the peg hole in the bottom, which I've already utilized there. But there's so much detail. It looks like there's going to be a lot more movement than there is, because these things just look really good. There's kind of a wash or, you know, tone or reflection, I don't know what it is, that make everything, even the little screws and bolts, just look really detailed. Like this guy's just complex, which he would be as a cybernetic being, I guess, in that sense. So really cool. I'm really tickled about this guy. This is one of the highlights of the pack for me. I like him. And Zero comes with 2 flying hands, as you can see there, as well as those balled up fisted hands, all horizontally hinged, and that cool portal effect, which is really neat. Loving that. Now this Zero is just a plain body with basically no details to the face, just that circle drawn on, and then on his chest pretty much has the same standard body as like this guy right here, except different feet and different head, but same articulation. You have no butterfly joints on this version. You crunch forward about that much, back about that much. This does have the hinge, so he's going to be able to look all the way up and down. No pivot, but we'll be able to look side to side, of course. Double jointed elbows, knees, swivel at the thigh. He has boot cut, even though there's not really a boot there, don't look like. But anyway, it's just a plain body. But pretty cool to go along with this portal and to have this figure that, you know, is so mysterious. And it is now time to look at Marvel Strife. The only thing that Strife comes with is 2 sets of hands, both horizontally hinged. He's got that vertical hinged hand there, open claw type hand, and then balled up fisted hands, horizontally hinged both, and then the alternates are equipped there. Taking a look at this guy, he has that really nice metallic throughout. I love the blue highlight that is distinguished through the torso or the abs as well as the upper thighs. Just really cool touch. See that really thick looking cape. I'm never a big fan of just these giant plastic pieces of cape, but it definitely looks good. It's just not going to move around on him at all. It's not even removable really without really prying it off. But his head is going to be able to look up a pretty decent amount. He does have that ball hinge. He's going to be able to look down pretty much all the way. Those little pieces kind of bend there when he does. He's not going to get much of a pivot, but he will look side to side even with all of that. Just check out that awesome, looks like razor blades coming out of his head. Looks really impressive all the way around, almost like a crown. Just looks neat, like the head sculpt and the face and the eyes, the way they look all silver on the inside. Just really, really neat detail. There's silver eyes on the inside of there. Just trying to see if I could get a better look at that. There you go. You can kind of see the silver reflecting on the inside there for this guy. He's going to be able to go up 90 degrees. He's not really going to be able to do full 360s because of these giant, thick, spiky shoulder pad things, but he does have bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, swivel and hinges at the wrist. Same on this side. He's going to be able to crunch forward a good amount. He's going to be able to bend back if you can maneuver it past that cape, which you can. Just have to bend it. He's going to be able to maneuver that, and you almost have a 2, 4, 6, 8 pack with it, with that underneath there revealed when you do bend back all the way. This piece right here is a floating piece that you can adjust, that's soft, and that goes all the way to the back as you see there. But he will also swivel from side to side, full almost splits, not quite, just because of the hindrance of those, but he does get thigh rotation. It's a shame they couldn't have done without this part and build it up in this, since he's got that part wrapped around it like we've seen in some of more high premium figures, but hey, it works. And then you have, of course, your double jointed knees, which look good. He does not have a boot swivel, but his foot will go all the way down, pretty much all the way up, or good enough up, and rockers with the peg hole. Those peg holes are actually a little too big because I could not get it to hold with my peg stands. But anyway, he is looking intimidating. He is looking awesome. Now let's look at all of them and do some comparisons. And there is your random pretty boy Strife, Vertigo, and Zero with his portal. All 5 right there lined up together, looking very cool. And you can see just how much taller Strife is than, say, your average size Marvel Legends figure. He's definitely about a foot taller, or in this sense I should say an inch taller. So he is a big boy, and that is really cool. And of course Random is big too, not quite as big because of the crown. The crown adds another half inch to this fella, but he's definitely head to head about the same as Strife, I think, as far as his head. But yeah, looking really cool. And we'll look in photo gallery at some other comparisons next to these, do some comparisons with some other figures in the photo gallery so you can see those. But thank you so much for joining us. Please like if you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you've not done so. We'll be doing some random Marvel Legends here and there for special reviews. I'm mainly a Motu Masters of the Universe channel, along with Thundercats and some Silverhawks and figures that I really like. Like coming up soon will be that die-cast metal movie version Lightyear, Buzz Lightyear. Really excited about that one, along with a Good Smile Company socks to go along with him. So we'll see that soon. But comment if you have something to share, and please come back and see us again. And here are some photos and more comparisons with action figures in the photo gallery. See you next time. Be blessed.